she went to, I went to pull her pants down, and I saw this bush, and I just turned around and said, cut.
What up, y'all? What up? This is Q&A with Ronnie Ray. Make some noise, make some noise, make some noise.
Make it hot.
Make it hot. Got my man Nelson Rockdella.
What's up?
Right.
What
my man
up?
Sean Williams right in front of me, and he has a guest with him, but that's something else. All right, we're gonna talk about you later. Thanks for dialing the number for me. That's all we want to know. All right, I'm Ronnie Ray, of course. Q&A, Ronnie. This is the last episode.
The last one.
The last
I'm
one.
about to shed a tear,
over,
man.
How do I? We'll be all right. What the hell are you doing, Sean? What the hell? Okay.
Fingers.
All right.
Yeah, then get those
All right,
fingers down. Anyway.
Q&A, Ronnie Ray. If you don't know why I present some of my favorite writer, actors, comedians, and people in the adult industry. So I guess I say my best guest for last because she's dope as hell, beautiful as fuck, bad as hell. I can't even get the intro right. She's as bad as hell. She's a fucking entrepreneur. She does it all, man. From Chicago. My friend, when I met her, she was all good. Stop clapping right now. Stop clapping right now. Nyomi Banxxx, y'all. Nyomi Banxxx is on the phone.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
Oh, we good. We good.
How you doing, Miss Banks?
I am glad to talk to you.
Look at that shit.
I'm honest. You know that. I'm honest.
He's got a twinkle in his eye right now.
I am glad to talk to you.
Yeah.
Right, real quick, this is before we even started getting into your life. Can you look? I told somebody that you were gonna do this for me, and they were like, "How the hell you know her?" And I was like, we did a dry humping scene on Playboy TV. You lying like a motherfucker. So can you tell the world right now that really did happen?
Yes.
See?
We met. Oh my God! It's like even before Nyomi Banxxx.
You and Nyomi
We
Knox.
met on a set. Yeah, exactly. There you go, baby. I was Nyomi Knox. We met on the set of Playboy.
Dang.
Exactly. We were doing a film. He wasn't naked, y'all. He wasn't a naked one. He was a straight one.
I was a straight, had my red drawers on that day. I bronzed them motherfucker.
But yeah, that was the first time that me and Ronnie Ray met. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I seen you at the audition. They had all y'all in the trailer, and you the only one that said hi to me. Everybody else was like, "Who the fuck is that?" You know what I mean? I like pick her the one that stood up. Yeah, I like pick her that stood up, and there was another porn actress in there. I'm not gonna say her name. I'll tell y'all later. We're not gonna do it. But she was like,
name. Say it.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm friends with her on Twitter. I kind of want her on the show. I just won't mention it. But she was like, because it was a sketch. It was a sitcom show, and she was like, reading. I gotta read a script. I just trying to get some dick. I'm like, damn.
Wow.
They not even penetrating.
She just want to dry hump.
No, they wasn't. They put on top of the thing like no penetration.
Wow.
I was doing a hidden camera show. They go, girl was like, you just stick it in. Like, no, ain't no penetration. And then I hit the camera show. I had the mic shit in my ear. So there's a white guy like, yeah, just say this. I'm like, that's not even sexy. Automatic impotence. That's crazy. But yes, we did. Okay, the world knows now. You fuckers, I told you.
Oh my God.
No, but you're from the shot though. You told me you was from Chicago. I was like in shock. Like, oh wow. Okay, it went beyond like you being cool as hell. Where in Chicago?
Born and raised in Southside Chicago. Mm-hmm.
Where in Southside Chicago? That's what we was trying to guess. Or can you say?
Y'all all up in my business. I can't be letting y'all know where I be hanging and where I be coming in.
This is minute 3. Come on now.
Well, look at we don't need to know where you come to when you hang out, when you come home. Personally, myself, I just want to know what high school you went to.
That's a good question. She's not going to say that.
I went to high school.
Look at I know you. Look at I know you didn't go to Sidewalk High. I know that now. Well, okay, can you give me the initials of the high school?
There's a lot of other high schools that's around in the Chicago Southland area.
We're gonna skip that.
Okay,
so
I can see I can see that question is dead.
Okay, we can forget that.
Okay,
but you did go to high school, you said. But other than that, how was your upbringing coming up in Chicago?
Oh, it was good. I had a mixture of both the city and the South suburban life. It was cool. Like I said, I'm a South Side girl, Wild 100s, going to the suburbs. I mean, both of my parents, in the church, so you would never think that I would ever be in the adult entertainment. I mean, everything was good. I mean, I really didn't have any struggles. You know what I mean? I didn't have those sad stories that this is why this person got into the adult industry. That wasn't my story at all.
We're not going to get that.
I got into the industry when I was a grown-ass woman. And when I mean grown, that means I was married and divorced when I got into the industry. So, it was my choice and my decision, because I did want to help my dad out. My dad was real sick, and my mom called and had said that she needed some help. And instead of me coming back home, I just opted to go into this multi-billion-dollar industry, which is the adult entertainment.
Wow.
Okay. Did she say billion?
Yes.
This is a bit. Yeah. Come on, dog.
Wow. Okay.
Make more than McDonald's.
Yeah, at one time, it was popping.
Wow.
It's still popping. It's still popping.
Nah.
Somebody's watching it now. It's popping off of somebody right now on their phone at the bus stop. They're getting it in. Wow. Okay, so you say you did it just to help the family out. Was that your only option? Like, I know there's a lot of money in that.
No, it was. Right, but no, honestly, no, it wasn't my only. At that time, that's what I thought that was my only option, because that's what I was working on my own production company. See, I had resigned from my job in Chicago, and I had moved to California to become a big, star, acting, singing, dancing, all of that. So when she wanted me to come back, to come to my 9 to 5, and I was like, no, it took me 30 years to actually leave Chicago, and really try to pursue my dream and what I wanted to be. And so I was like, well, let me try to do something that try to help. And really, honestly, when I went out for my first audition, it was really for Playboy magazine and Hustler magazine. So it was only just for the magazine thing. So then when I went to World Modeling, to there, he was like, well, you do real good in video. Now, I did the music video thing, and the pay was pretty good in music video. I just didn't want to do music video anymore, and that's what I thought that he was talking about. But no, he was talking about porn.
Video.
Right, y'all gonna say you lying. I've never seen porn at all. Never.
Whoa.
I didn't know it. No, I never seen porn. The closest thing to porn that I seen was, remember them Cinemax flicks that you come on late at
After
night,
dark.
that you're not supposed to be watching?
Emmanuel.
That's the only thing closer to porn that I even know of.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying? That I knew then. And I was like 30-something years old with kids. So it was like, where you been? Then when... Probably like a year passed after that, and then I just went and did my first thing. They offered me a contract, and from there I did my research on everything and found out it was a multi-billion-dollar industry, and found out what I wanted my niche to be and how I was going to market myself, and I just went from there.
Look at that shit.
Inspiration again. Wow.
This is Q&A with Ronnie Ray. I had to go back to that. I'm like, let me reset my mind. That's a whole load of shit right there.
Yeah, because I'm just...
Not like shit, like garbage, but no, that's great stuff. It's ridiculous. Damn.
Yeah, because at first I really was thinking that she knew about porn, and maybe, all the other porn divas that come from out of Chicago, from Janet Jackme and Jeannie Pepper, so I was thinking...
Jeannie Pepper from Chicago?
Yes, she is.
I did not know that.
Yes.
No,
she's not?
No, I didn't find out. I didn't find out about them until doing my research, and then I didn't even know that they were really from Chicago until I actually met them personally. And it came real close with all of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know any of them. I think... remember the song that Lil' Kim used to have about Janet Jackme? And I didn't know who the fuck she was talking about.
You're like, the words rhyme.
I was saying the words and didn't know who she was talking about. You know what I'm saying? And we laugh about it now. When I talk to Heather, I love her to death. She's real cool. And when we talk about it now, she laughs at me because I'm like the little church girl that got turned out. That's what it is. But even though I'm not like that, but they're like, I ain't know nothing about none of y'all until I did my research. So I went through all of my high school years and in my grown-up, not knowing none of them, like who none of them was. But once I got into the industry and I started doing my research, and then I started respecting them as, some of the black women that's in the industry that was, trailblazers, in that. And, like Dominique Simone, I got to meet her, so I got to meet a lot of the people that was there before me.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I didn't know nothing about them until I started doing my research on them. And like, you know, who was the hot black chick, you know, who this and that and that. And then that's when I was seeing all this come up, you know.
Yeah, I'm
and I wasn't going to ask my uncles them because I didn't want them to know what I was doing. I was to myself.
Does Jeannie Pepper, did that ever ring a bell or some shit? No, you said you're doing your research. So did you lock yourself in a room and just watch a bunch of porno movies with a pen and pad?
Okay, so this was, see, the internet is a mother right now. I was loving the internet then because that's all that I was doing was like on the internet, like seriously. And was just doing my little research and just looking. And I wasn't really looking at them doing the films. I was just, you know, looking at everything, you know, like, you know, whatever. I'm going to tell you this, and it's probably take Mr. Marcus to even tell you because he was like my very first
That was the next question.
And so
go ahead.
I didn't know exactly how it was going to go down on set. I didn't know if I just fucked like I regular, that's what I was thinking. Like, I'm just going to have sex like I normally have sex. And I knew I could get down. I knew like I can get down.
That's good.
But then
Confident.
here come the cameras. Then here comes you got to lift your leg here. Then here come this and this. And then I need you to do a heavier breather. You know, so it was so technical that it kind of like, damn, like.
Takes the pleasure away, huh? Of having sex.
Yeah, when I first started, it did. It kind of like took it, you know, kind of way. And then when Marcus was talking to me, and he was like, you know, just you got it, you relax, you gonna get it, you know, you got it. And then from then on, I was like, okay, now I know how to, you know, get it. Now I know how to, you know, be able to enjoy it, you know, rather than just faking it. So in probably my first couple of films in my first year, I was faking that shit because I didn't know what to do. You got like a hot light in between your legs when a dude in between with his leg up on your, it's just so crazy because you don't know the mindset of how they really do it. But then once you and whoever you're working with, you guys get a flow of things and, you know, that chemistry start, you know, going. And if you look, probably my first 4 or 5 years, I worked with the same guys all the time with Marcus, Lex, you know, LT, you know, so I was working with them to where we was getting like a nice little groove and we had a great chemistry together, you know.
Wow.
But it was good work.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm clapping right now. It was good work. It really was. So those are your favorite people? Like, do you have people that, like, you retired from the game now, right? So do you have people, like, you still talk to or, like, when you were there, your favorite people? Who are some of your favorite people that you work with?
Some of my favorite people, actually, I just got finished going back and forth with Misty Stone.
I love her.
Like a big sister.
Oh, my God. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just lost my mind. I am in love with her. I heard her backstory, too. I was like, she from where? And she did what? And she's just still like, I don't care. I was a hooker. I'm like, oh, shit, that's dope. I'm sorry. She bad than ever. Then I turned on Cinemax. She was on there when I was thinking, that dang, it's meant to be. No, I'm playing. She cool. Misty Stone. Who else?
I was really cool with everybody. You know, even like Roxy hits me up once in a blue moon. Candace Vaughn, that was my girl. With the guys, Lex, me and Lex did some stuff together on my radio show. DeVoe, he's a director. You know, quite a few. LT, me and LT go back and forth. LT is in Texas now working on some projects. So I try to keep in touch with a lot of people. Mr. Marcus, I try to keep in touch with him once in a blue moon just to check and make sure he okay. You know, but I wasn't like, I guess the people that I hung, because I really didn't hang out a lot. I just took my people that I grew up with back in Chicago. They went everywhere I went. So me bringing in a new circle of people, I mean, I was kind of, you know, and honestly, a lot of people didn't know that I had 2 daughters when I got into the industry, and I was just going through a divorce. So I didn't want to really bring my kids around anything like that, you know. So I kind of, once I did on scene, came straight back home, and I was mama at home. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So it was like I try to keep those 2 lives separate.
Tell me, how old were your kids at that time?
Well, my oldest at that time she was 11.
Okay.
She was 11, and my youngest one was 3 or 4.
Wow. Okay.
That's a transition for real.
So now like 21 something? 20, late teens?
Yeah, she's something like that.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn.
Mm-hmm.
They in Chicago, or are they out in Cali with you?
Wait, say that again, baby.
Are they out there in Chicago? Cali with you, or they here in Chicago? Because you say you were going back and forth.
They was in Cali with me.
Oh, okay.
No, they was in Cali with me. Yeah, so when I moved, but like I said, when I first moved, it wasn't even with that. I wasn't even with that industry. I was doing other things and modeling and acting and doing music videos and I was doing all the mainstream stuff. But let's be honest, y'all. When you work in mainstream, they don't pay you a lot. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh.
That money is not there. Especially when you new. In Chicago, I was doing pretty good, but it's only so far you can get in Chicago once you hit that ceiling.
Right.
So when I came to California, everything was going along, but I needed it a little faster because my mother really needed help with financial needs for my father back at home, medically wise.
Okay.
And so I had to that was my hustle. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That was a part of, what my hustle was going to be. And then when I really saw how much money could be made, I'm like, shit, I already got my production company. I can just get an adult version production company and we can just roll with it like that,
That Wild Hunted hustle.
Yeah.
That Wild Hunted Chi-Town hustle right there.
I ain't mad at her either.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need y'all. I just use y'all money to help my own shit. How Cash Money got started, motherfucker? But Cash Money, like, man, shit. They gave Birdman like $300,000. He used $30,000 for the album and just kept the rest. So if you do some Birdman shit, respect it. No. Oh, wow. Oh shit, that's dope. But you retired now, and we friends. I can't come on set now just to hang.
Oh wow! You just gonna say it like that?
I said it real quick to make sure subliminally. I would have had Ronnie on set if I would know. No,
which I was gonna dry hump again.
No, I just wanted to be there.
Right.
And Missy Stone or Roxy has been there. Whatever.
Matter of fact, no, you know what? Maybe she can help me out on this one because I've heard.
You trying to dry hump too? What you
doing? No. I've heard some rumors. With the industry, porn industry, and I ain't gonna front. I'm a grown man. I've been watching porn since I was like 13.
Goddamn pervert.
Oh shit.
13.
Motherfucking pervert.
Hey, it ain't my fault. It was my neighbor's brother-in-law.
But you watched it though.
Hey, excuse me, I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Excuse me, I'm gonna say. There was ass and titties. Okay, you 13 years old. What you gonna say to a boy that's looking at ass and titties?
You can't return this shit that wasn't there. Here's your chainsaw. Can I watch the porn again?
I'm just saying.
Okay, what's the question?
But they were saying that there are certain performers that have actually caught an STD, and I'm just wondering if that's something that you can talk about, or just the fact that if it's just true or not. Like my guy, one of my favorite guys is Wesley Pipes. That's one of my guys. He talk a lot of junk while he performing, and it's funny. But it just, but it's funny.
Okay. All right. Okay.
But they said that he did catch HIV. But he's a cool guy.
Is that the question?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I want to know, would you happen to know if Wesley did catch HIV or maybe some other transmitted disease?
No, I don't know. I don't know anything personally about Wesley Pipes, and to my knowledge, he has cancer. It's not HIV.
Oh wow!
Shit, not
yeah,
Wesley.
He has
just
cancer.
having fun.
It's not HIV. Okay, this is the problem. This is what really fucks me up about everyday people. And let me say this. Yeah, I did say everyday people, and that's exactly what I mean.
I love you too.
Because really, you guys on the outside are because a lot of you don't get tested. You understand what I'm saying? And what's fucked up is that a lot of people in the industry fuck with people outside the industry.
Right.
And that's what brings it back in. Because usually if we kept it contained, and Rich, they have kept it as contained as they could. But, you got some folks out there that want to get their freak on all the time and go out there and prove themselves and be fucking around. And you got some girls that do the sad shit on the side, and do that, and they kind of bring it back in. STDs, yes, but you probably, if just say for instance, I would probably catch something from you before I would catch somebody on set, catch it from somebody on set. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I they had to get, like, when I first got in the industry, I was getting tested every 15 days. Where it was actually only regulated for you to get tested every 30 days. But I was so paranoid that I wanted to make sure that I was as safe as possible on my end, because I did have a man and I did not want to take anything home. You know, I wanted to keep those two lives separate, so I did not want to bring anything home to my man.
Right.
And then when it was one time that it was a scare, we all had to go get a shot, you know, for what had happened on that set, but we don't know who it was. But they just say everybody need to go get tested because this person, you know, had an STD. Now, when all hell broke loose, this was just the time where I was getting ready to retire.
Okay.
And I left. I mean, it was like, and let me be honest, because I think I just had I had an interview last year before last with Vlad on Vlad TV.
Yeah,
and
I got something to ask you about that too.
Yeah. The one thing is that with my second baby, it was told me that I could not have any more kids.
Right.
I ended up getting pregnant by my man, and it was a miracle baby. But then I thought that was my answer for God telling me, all right, chick, it's time for you to move on out. And sure enough, I probably would have been on set when all that bullshit happened. So that was just my sign from God telling me, okay, I'm about to lay you down. And how I'm about to lay you down, I'm about to give you something to think about.
Literally, with a baby shower.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Okay. Well, I didn't think we were going to make that twist to diseases and cancer and stuff. I'm sorry. But that was a good question, you know what I'm saying? Thank you.
Oh, no, not a problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to talk about all the fun stuff. Like, did they bring a birthday cake on set when somebody's birthday or something? No. When on set, what's the weirdest thing that ever happened? Is there something weird that ever happened? Like, it was like, oh, what the hell is this? Or like something funny or crazy?
Oh my God! Like, you know, it's so many.
She got a list.
It's like it's so many. And they were real funny. Everything was funny. Like even and I don't even want to put her name out there. It was this young lady.
Initials.
It was her first time, you know, doing this thing. She was new to the industry, and we were doing a girl thing. We were doing girl thing.
All right.
And you know everybody, and you know all you guys who you know really watch that porn out there. You know everybody is neatly shaved the ball down there, right?
That's right.
All right. So exactly. But this young lady, she comes on stage. She got like a full blown
The 70s.
70s
forest
bush.
going on, right? Forest going on down there.
A nappy dugout.
In the middle of the scene, so she's one of the ones that I'm working with at this time.
Right.
Now it was myself and what's that baby name that never did? I'm so bad with names right now. Oh, she only did anal. She didn't do with the who. What is her
They
name?
got somebody like that?
Come on, y'all.
I don't know that one.
Was it Asian?
Right, but
Is she light skinned?
yeah, light skinned baby.
Aurora? Is her name
Aurora Jolie? Nah, she do other shit.
No.
We really sound.
And I don't know.
I know who I'm talking about.
I'm
so
serious.
whoever watching your podcast, they'll be saying her name.
I knew it. He should have called me. I would have told him. No. Okay, what happened with that?
Yeah, but anyway, so in the middle of the scene, you know, I went to pull her pants down, and I saw this bush, and I just turned around and said, cut. Jack.
Can we get some clippers on set?
Like, this got to go.
Was it like crazy, like going down a thigh type shit? I saw that shit.
Oh,
that was nasty.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
It was just, you know, because I guess her agent should have told her before that it has to be trimmed down there, especially if you're doing a girl thing. You know what I'm saying? You don't, because that's all we really do is we munch. You know, we do a lot of munching down there, and I'll be damned if I'm breathing anywhere with a hair, you know, a mouthful of hair in my mouth. That's not going down.
Flossing with hair.
You know, so, you know, she had to go and, you know, kind of straighten up and, you know, and so actually, that scene was on hold for like 20 minutes because they had to go to the store. They had to get some razors.
Wow.
The razors.
Yeah, they had to, you know, kind of clean it all up and stuff like that. You know, but after that, the scene was okay. It was all right. And I ain't gonna tell y'all what movie it's in because y'all gonna go looking.
I'm gonna find it.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I'm gonna find that. Wow.
That nappy dugout over there.
No, is it done correctly? Like, do she have like the bush at first and then and then the edit cut back and she balled down there?
But you know now, because it's so stupid. It's like it's a niche.
Okay.
Being bald was the niche. They wanted the clean shaven so they can see everything.
Okay.
Now I hear that they want that, that hairy, natural type woman to come back.
Yeah.
So they kind of like that, they want that natural feeling back. But like back then, it wasn't in. And, for me, I just, because my first girl experience was really on camera in that sense. So I didn't really, so in my mind, I knew what I wanted to do, and I knew I didn't want to dip in the hair like that. And that was just my thing.
That was one of the next questions. Like, were you bisexual before? Oh, that was just, this is a job and want to do it, or how did that come about?
I think I've always been. That asked me the same question, and I can't say. I think I was bi-curious because I've never had. I had one experience, two experience with a threesome, and I didn't really care for it because I didn't think, and I'm being honest, because she didn't do me the way I felt that she needed to do me. I think as a woman, you should know how to please a woman.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So when I did finally do my scene, I knew what it was. I knew who would be the great, scene partners when we did girl on girl, and I knew the ones who wouldn't.
How do you know you saw like eating ice cream or some shit?
She did her research.
But I'm bi-curious. I can't see myself having no relationship with a woman. And that's the honest to God truth. I need me a man in my life. Not like I need a man, but I want a man. I want me and a man. I don't want me and a woman. That's not me. Love to everybody else. I think women are sexy. I might even kiss a woman. I might even feel on her. But us being in a relationship where we living together, we can't do that.
Now, you know what? Since we talking about woman to woman here, excuse me.
This ain't gonna be another disease question.
No, it's not another disease question.
There you go.
We just got it back up. You know what I'm saying?
No, but I'm just thinking about what she was saying here, and there was a scene that I actually saw her do with Nina Hartley.
Really?
And it was a scene where she was a patient and Nina Hartley was a psych.
That's dope.
And that scene was beautiful.
Okay.
Absolutely beautiful.
Okay.
I'm just wondering, talking to some of the old veterans that's been in the game for about 20, 30 years, what have they taught you or told you what you could do to take your performance to the next level? Even though you're at work, but when you're at home in your own personal time with your man, and you want that fool to lose his mind and start grabbing the propellers of a ceiling fan or something like that. What have they told you that you can tell another woman right now that'll be listening to this so they can take their man to the next place?
What I would say, the thing is and for women are scared to be freaks. It's a freak in every woman. It is a freak in every woman. Yeah. But they are so afraid to let that freakness out of them because we all are sexual beings. And at times, especially the time when I came up and being in Chicago, you've been told that you're not supposed to let that sexual being out, and especially just to anybody. For me, for my man, I was always a sexual being with him. I was always a freak with my man. So being on camera, it was easy for me once I got comfortable.
Oh, okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Once I got comfortable, and actually I learned more about my body and my needs of what I wanted sexually by being on camera. You understand what I'm saying? So when I'm working with a man or a woman, just getting their pleasure from them, it kind of taught me more what I needed to do for myself, or even want for myself, as well as to be able to give my man. You know what I'm saying? And it goes both ways. Sometimes we'll try something, here, at home, and I might try it, on set. But for me, I just think you as a woman should know your body. And you should know what pleases you. If you got a man that's going down on you, you know what he wants. You know what makes him calm. So if you the one giving, you know what you was want, so you give what you want. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, baby.
Okay.
Okay. So I have a question. You spoke about your religious upbringing, and I think I heard Lex Steele say he has a strong religious conviction too. How did you reconcile having that background with going into this industry?
You know what? I had a strong religious upbringing, but I've always been spiritual. So I kind of disconnected myself with the religion side.
Okay.
But I used to pray. I pray every day. And I used to pray every day on my way to set, and I prayed every day leaving set. And my prayer when I was on my way to set was always, if this is not where I'm supposed to be right now, God, please give me a sign and tell me. You understand what I'm saying? So I've always stayed prayerful, and I always stayed connected with him spiritually. But did I go to church? No, I did not. And it's not because I was ashamed of what I did for, that. It was just,
you had a personal.
I wasn't okay with religion anyway.
They wasn't going to kick you out of the church, though.
I wasn't okay with it then, especially what I was doing. Can you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. I thought you were like afraid to go in because they'd kick you out. Like, praise Lord. Nyomi Banxxx, get your ass out here. No, pastor know where you are. That's crazy.
That means she can't go to West Angeles church. She can't go there.
Sitting next to Stevie Wonder.
You can't go there.
Yo, this is Q&A with Ronnie Ray, my man Nelson Rockadella, Sean Williams, and Nyomi Banxxx is on the phone. You had mentioned that you said you wanted to please your man. You had a boyfriend throughout the whole run, correct?
Wow.
Yes, I did.
How is that? Like, I might answer that question. I got another one for you. How was that? First of all, how comfortable was he, or was he comfortable at all with you doing it? Apparently, he was because you did it for a long time.
When we first met, I wasn't even in this industry when we first met, and so he kind of knew. Like I said, and I talked with him, and he kind of understood, where I was going and why I was doing it. You understand what I'm saying? So, and all I ever asked for him was just to support me and support on what I'm doing. And that's what he did. Was it hard? It was. He's a man. Said, I know it was hard. But one thing he did, he never brought it to me. You understand what I'm saying? So he knew that I kept my private life private, and I kept, MD to there, to just being on set. Right. Honestly, didn't nobody even really know. The only two people that knew about him was Lex and Marcus. In the beginning. No one else for like 6 years, no one else knew that I had a man. They just was wondering, what the hell, who was Nyomi? Nobody with Nyomi. Where Nyomi go? Where she go? I don't never see her. When I do come to parties, I'm always with my girls or my cousin. I always fly my people in from Chicago to roll with me. Right. But they really never see me with a dude. And the only guy that they see him at conventions, but they thought he was like my manager or something. So they never knew because he just sat back in the cut and, he just, he did what he was supposed to do. Wow. So once they found out, and that's when I was pregnant when they found out, and we had the award show, they were like, who the fuck got Nyomi pregnant?
It wasn't me.
Like, damn, dude, you been there all this time and we didn't know? No, because it wasn't our business to know.
It wasn't me. We ain't did a scene in 2 years. I don't know that. Crazy. So, okay. You maintain a relationship. You guys are cool. But have you ever withheld sex? Are you just like, you ain't getting shit today? Have you ever done that and he gets pissed off? Like, I just see you, that's an argument right there. So have you ever withheld sex on him before?
No, because we're not petty. I'm not petty like that. He's not petty like that.
Okay.
The thing is that when we got together, he's been married before and I've been married before. And the thing is with that is that in our relationship, it was, and I'm not going to lie when I said it's like the last thing that I ever want to worry about is my relationship. Is it going to work? So that's meaning that let's have an open communication. If you want to fuck somebody, and this is how it was. It really was. If you want to see look good, let's share that together. You understand what I'm saying? Let's share that. I would never step out on you if it ain't on film.
She's a dream.
You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm doing is business. Yeah. And it was like that, and we just kept that open communication like that. Some people didn't, like some of my family members, they didn't understand that. Like, how the hell? It ain't for y'all to understand. That's in our relationship.
That's right.
You don't understand what I'm
y'all
saying?
business.
And that's how it always been. This is our relationship. It has nothing to do with y'all. Y'all roll how you roll. We roll how we roll. And it's been good for us. We haven't, we've been good. It was good.
He picked all the girls with the shaved cooches.
Hey, babe, that one right there. She new to the game.
Yeah. Oh,
What's
shit.
her name? Think we need to take her home for me because she looking good.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Well, shit.
Girl, she built almost like you, but you know what? We can size that up, girl.
Shit. I need this conversation in my life. I'm single and shit. What the fuck? I can do whatever. But she married and got whatever. That's fucking dope. Hats off to him. Congratulations, y'all. When your anniversary? Shit, I'm sending something out.
Clap it up for him.
All y'all married. Y'all together. How long y'all been together, first of all? Hello?
Was that a question for me?
Yeah, no, he was talking. No, it was like 7 questions as well. Like, what you say?
I thought I was interviewing each other.
No, I said how long y'all been together. I'm like, it's a guy here. No, he married too. What's up? I said, how long you guys been together? You guys are not married or nothing, right? You guys just together.
We've been together for 12 years.
12 years. Yeah, that's cool shit.
Do you want to get married? Or do you feel that if you do get married, that it will change the whole parameter of what y'all into right now?
No, we good. We are, matter of fact, and I might as well put it out there because I think this would be probably one of my last interviews. I said this would be my last interview, but somebody hit me up the other day, so I might be making that my last interview. But we are
to
now
put that on a
married.
promotion.
I
Come
waited
on
till
now.
after I got out to the industry, and I went on and got married again.
Look at that.
Right on. Congratulations. Hey.
No,
She's your queen.
I was thinking Vesta. Rest in peace. Q&A with Ronnie Ray. We having a good time. That was a shocker right there. You threw me for a loop with that one.
You have messed up my fantasy, Nyomi. You were my fantasy lady. I loved you.
I was. I can still be your fantasy.
No,
baby.
darling,
Oh, wow.
you can't work like that no more.
Your husband watching That's what you like right here. You like guys on the podcast. No, I was I was checking your interviews out. I was trying to find what not to ask you, and I ran.
Well, I told you don't go deep into my personal.
I didn't. You went there. I didn't do it. No, you went there. I didn't do it. We're gonna play this back and see if I was wrong.
No, I didn't do that.
No, it wasn't me.
You asked me.
No, you okay? I didn't go deep. You never mind. If I did, I'm sorry.
That's the word deep is the wrong word to
Yeah.
use.
Not on this interview.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, racism and now we're gonna get serious like with disease. We going back. Is it racism in the game? Because I look at the with AVNs and I'm like, okay, you'll see like Missy Stone. It'd be like 12 women for the performer of the year. You just see Missy Stone. Why is that? You know what I mean? Is it should black porn be? This sounds crazy. Should they sign a petition to make black porn more upscale or whatever? What they need to do to get that going? Because I like it all, but I like sisters. I love sisters, but white women get a whole lot of props. And why is that? And just because we're the minority or whatever, but it's a big chunk of the porn on the black side.
Well, racism is really big, especially in the porn industry, and they're not ashamed of it at all. And that's what it is. Period. A few years ago, Alexander DeVoe and his wife, they had actually started Urban X Awards, which is for the black, the black talent and stuff like that. To try to, give them homage or, on that. Right. And it actually worked for a few years, and then they started to intertwine, other ethnicities in it, the white people, the Latinos, all of that in there, so they can be able to get more money. Because, honestly, blacks were not supporting, the black, award show. Like for AVN gets money from all kind of corporate, sponsors and stuff like that. You got artists that comes in, everybody. You see everybody at the conventions, for that weekend. So once they try to do it with the black people, we thought the hip hop crowd was gonna, come and migrate to it, and where it can be a whole little hip hop, slash, Urban X Awards, type of thing. And that's what she thought the feel was. Mm-hmm. Well, the first year, I think maybe a few, industry people came out. I think Aaron Hall was there. It wasn't a lot of big name people that really came out, which was kind of discouraging for her, seeing that you've seen a lot of them at the AVN Awards. And you would see even at the conventions, you would see only be a few of us black girls signing for these white companies. And they would always say, well, where's the rest of the black girls at? And then when we give you something that you can see the black girls and you can see them winning awards and stuff, you guys still don't support. You understand what I'm saying? Right. So it's just with the racism is everywhere. But even within our own community, we don't support each other. Wow. You know what I mean? So your question is to ask is when we don't see, you ain't gonna see. That's it's not gonna happen.
Okay. Well, hold on. Okay. All right. I was scrolling through the video. I looked at the video that you were talking about earlier, but then I scrolled down on one, and it was just your still picture of you, and it was this guy like dogging you out. I'm calling his ass out. He didn't put his face on there though, but it was like, what the fuck? So he like, yeah, she just did this video with Vlad. His name Vlad, right? Did a video with him, and
his name was who?
What's the guy who interviewed you before when we were just talking about? What was the interview with the guy I was talking about? You were just talking about it. You had mentioned it on there. Vlad? Is it Vlad?
Vlad TV?
Vlad TV. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he had mentioned that. He said he saw that, and I don't understand these damn women. He was like upset. Like, yeah, she gonna her and like nine other black girls. That's all we see. Nyomi Banxxx, Roxy, whatever, and they always with some white guy. Why they gotta be a white guy? Black dick is relevant and all this shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And he was just snapping off. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? This lonely ass dude.
Black dicks matter.
He like black dicks matter and shit. I didn't think people can hate on a porn. I will text you that because I was like, what the fuck is this? And like, who the fuck is this jackass? For real, like, you mad because she over here making money? That's crazy. I just thought I'd let you know that. There's no question.
Question mark.
I'm instigating. I know what you gonna do about that. No, you can't do shit. Oh man. All right, you got something?
Go ahead, Sean.
Me?
Yeah.
I was just gonna ask about. I was watching the podcast that you've been doing. How'd you get into doing that?
Well, I started on Playboy Radio. I was on Playboy Radio for maybe 2 years, and then we went straight to series, and I was on series for another 3 years, and then I actually had my own radio station called Chocolate Radio, period, and I had several different shows on there. I think I had a show with Lex on Fourth and Gold, which was a sports show, and I had like three or four other shows, and I had an all music show on there, and I've always wanted. Like, once I got hit by that bug being at Playboy Radio, I've always wanted to do radio. And actually, we bringing back the live show in September of this year. So we bringing it back. But that's something I've always liked. I like to talk, as y'all see. I like to talk, and I like to help people. I like to discuss different situations, whether it be, with sexual relationships, spirituality, and just helping people. That's something that I've always been, that type of person. I've always been a Dear Abby type of person. And I thought, myself as being, when I first got in the industry, I was pretty, I was an older woman. I was 30. I think I was 31, 30. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But I was an older woman. And it was a lot of things that I didn't know, just because of my upbringing, just because of, the people that I surround, that people do have these questions, what I'm saying, about their bodies, about is it okay to feel this way, or because you want this sexually, or, or that sexually, or, like different things like that. And so that's what really, well, I really wanted to keep, with it and, and talk to women and let them know that it's okay to be a freak for your man. There's nothing wrong with what you do in your bedroom. That's between you and your man, and don't let nobody else tell you anything. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing, is that a lot of people would shame the women. I remember this one show that we had that this one guy had called in, and he was saying that he just want his woman just to do the regular vanilla sex. But he'll go out there, he'll cheat on his woman with somebody that, do the freaky stuff like that. Right. I'm like, dude, why you just don't teach your woman the freaky stuff? Then you don't have to go step out on your woman. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
That is right.
That just didn't make any sense to me. When you can have your freak in the bed end, but you're gonna go disrespect somebody else's child and then come home to your, nah. Then I told him, I said, how you know your wife ain't being freaky with somebody else while you being freaky with somebody else?
Ouch.
Yeah. And she ain't doing what you want. You ain't doing what she want. You know what? Communication.
Right, exactly.
Communication, people.
Karma is something else.
Yes,
communication to get your dick sucked just right. Apparently, that's what the fuck this is.
Okay, so she's got like a history in radio. I thought you were just a natural when I saw you.
I'm gonna say this, Dan. You still do that? You still do the
Coming
show?
back September.
Come back September.
Yeah.
I saw her on Instagram and she said we gotta get Ronnie Ray on the show. Do you remember you said that? And nobody said shit. They're like, who the fuck is this guy? So I saw the thing. My name was tagged on there. We gotta get Ronnie Ray on the show. I'm like, okay, we gotta get Ronnie Ray on the show. Like, I'll be out there in the fall, and I never got a reply back. So I guess that's when you stopped doing it. I don't know. You don't remember that?
No.
I don't know.
Well, we're gonna have to get your social media up
higher.
I
get my social media up. Like, who the fuck is this guy? I'm gonna take that shit down. No, that's dope. Okay. When you guys start back? When the show start back?
It's starting back in September.
Oh, okay.
Actually, today I'll have a meeting about it a little later on. So we're gonna try to get it all back and going. So because people been missing it. Like I said, still the podcast is still on. Old shows are still on, and it's still playing right now. So we want to get it back. We're gonna try to kind of change it a little bit because I'm in a different place in my life right now. So it's more of helping people to kind of love themselves and get reconnected with God. And not only with God, but just with their relationships with other people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And just really, music is my first love. So even helping some of these independent artists out there, that's what we try to make the platform now is that, we got to love each other. There's too much crazy shit that's going around here, these days that we got to just, really love on each other. And we got to, make shit fun again. Back in the day when we were kids, especially on the south side of Chicago, we had so much fun. I mean, we playing in the streets, catching them damn lightning bugs. You know what I'm saying? Like, kids don't do that now.
No, they don't.
You crazy if you do that now.
Yeah.
He out there with bugs.
It is. It's a fucked up situation. Like, I'll be in Chicago. I'm spending a whole month in Chicago with my family. And my 13-year-old, she cried the other day because she did not want to. She was like, no, I don't want to go to Chicago because I might get shot. Now, you guys remember, I don't know how old y'all are, anybody is out there, but remember in Chicago, all we used to hear about, shootings in Compton and shootings in, in South L.A. when we were little on TV. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And now it's reversed. Now I live in L.A. Now that's all my babies see. And I was like, well, no, baby, with the neighborhoods we're going to be, I hope they ain't going to be shooting there. I hope they ain't going to, be doing this. And she said, well, when we go downtown, she said, because, our family, they like to start shit. Well, she didn't say shit.
We got the jump off family. Nah.
Right, and I was like, no, right. They don't, because she, we do. We live in suburban out here, and it is. It's a whole. She's been here since she's been 3 years old,
right.
So she don't know nothing but California. When she do come to Chicago, it do be in the summer, and it be with her dad. So he don't really, he don't really have her out in the street like that, like that. So when we talked about spending a whole month there, and we just kicking it, she like, hold on, wait a minute, it's getting wild out there, Mama. Like, I'd rather stay with the son and the pool's there. Let's just hang here rather than go. There. Yeah.
She checking the website. How many shootings this weekend? I ain't going. This is fucking crazy.
Like,
Too hot.
This some junk.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, but it was funny though. Me and my buddy were talking. Like, I think it was. I don't know if it's just because it's more publicized, but it was worse when I was coming up. Like, I got shot at like 3 times. Like, that's fucking crazy. Just because I was like 19 years old and standing in front of the house.
Hey, you gotta remember, this ain't 1980 Jane Byrne as mayor hanging out
this
living.
This was 92. I think Eugene Sawyer was the fucking mayor or some shit. I don't know. Oh, Daley. No, Daley was the mayor. But still, like, it was like around the Minister Society time or whatever. Everybody wanted to be a thug, and I was gonna throw my name in the hat. I went for like 6 days, and I got shot at 3 fucking times in 6 days, and I've been doing comedy ever since.
Is that why the pain just keep coming out, brother?
That's the truth. Like, hey man, damn, this is what we doing every day. Next time, I just got out. I ain't make it to the meeting. Like, fuck it, I'm gone, dog.
Yeah, this some bullshit today.
Why they keep shooting at me though? Y'all motherfuckers here? I'm sorry.
I don't know. You know what? Now that you say that, I'm like, damn. You know what? He kind of right. Yeah, it is. You kind of right. But I guess because I've been so removed from Chicago, I've been out of Chicago for over 10 years.
Yeah, I was gone for 13 and I moved back here, and I'm like, this is fucked up. Like, okay, these kids they are a little worse because I know their parents, and they were some jackasses. So I'm like, oh shit. My mom's a teacher at my old high school, and I'm like, the horror story she tell me, like, don't even tell me that shit. Like, they tell me they jumped a pregnant girl and shit.
What the fuck?
They beat up a teacher. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, for real, she want to keep going. She retired and went back. Like, why are you going back to work? This is crazy. So she retired again. So kind of like a Jordan career type shit. So
yeah, that's some junk. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
You got something?
Yeah, I got a question here. Nyomi, this is Nelson Rockadella. We've been talking. You know, I'm the one with get all these crazy questions, but I love you though because my fantasy gone now. My fantasy is gone now. But what is the one thing or a few things that people don't know about you that they would love to know about you? Because you're talking about love and people loving each other. So what are you doing to show that love? And as I said, what is that one thing or a few things that people really don't know about you that they would be surprised to know about you?
I don't know, because if I got to tell them, then I got to shoot folks.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute.
That's that Chicago one.
I was like, damn, you just said.
Wow, coming out.
I was like, damn, you just said you
go
go
shooting and gangbanging and beating up pregnant girls.
I said, damn.
Bringing it out.
I said, damn, what happened to the love? She just said, I'm trying to love on people, but now I got to kill your ass.
Honestly, because lately I've been really an open book to a lot of my fans, and even doing a lot of the interviews, I've been very candid, which I've been more candid than I ever been before in my last few interviews. And I think everybody kind of, just about everything about me. They know where I come from. I'm a Chicago bred, Chicago born. I'm that type of person that, I love hard, but I fight hard too. You know what I mean? I like to help people. I'm that type of giving person, and I like to be able to educate people as well as being educated as well. I am wifey material. They got my horse ways in my man bed.
There you go. That's why you've been married twice.
Take it, girl.
You know what I'm saying? That exclusive answer. She's been married for the second time. If y'all didn't get that part,
give it that John Witherspoon. Bang, bang, bang. Give it, girl. Go on, girl. I'm sorry.
It's something right now that I'm on a journey right now, and I'm on a journey to not only helping myself, but helping other people out there that feel like they're lost. And what I mean by this is just I've always been a spiritual person, and it was always told to me that when I was in the industry that God don't love me because of what I do. And I used to get these hate mails about, I'm a burn in hell, you nasty whore.
Wait a minute.
Wow.
Hold on.
Wow.
Hold on. Religious folks are watching this. What's her name? We writing her a letter. That's what they do?
Yeah.
As soon as I'm done with this.
I mean, they were like deep like that.
This shit is enjoyable, but I'm mad.
But never know. My thing is that I've met a lot of, people on set and throughout the industry in my past years, and that I was able to talk and I was able to help counsel, ones that wanted to be there and who really didn't want to be there, and they feel like they don't have a connection. They feel like they're outside. And so I've always wanted to, once I retire, to, get an organization, for them so can kind of help when they retire or they leave the industry, that they can kind of come back into the industry, but they'd be ready to, not back in the industry, back into the world,
right.
As who they was before they got into the industry. Because honestly, once you get into the industry, you kind of lose yourself. You become who that persona is.
Right.
And that's the truth. I was just lucky and blessed that I was able to leave that persona there and able to come home and be me. You know what I'm saying? But, and I'm not going to lie, when I say this, at times I miss Nyomi. You understand what I'm saying? I miss that chick. I miss that miss that celebrity at times, sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But I know that I have to be mommy.
Right.
I know I have to be wifey. So I know this not like me singing on the stage and dancing and stuff like this.
Right.
You know how I got my celebrity, I was sucking dick and ass out. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like
you were doing your job.
Well,
You're doing it well.
So I want to be able to. Yeah, exactly.
Please.
So I want to be able to help those people out there to know that you are worth somebody, and regardless of what it is that you do, you know, God do love you. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like I know my path in life and my journey in life. I'm supposed to be doing something bigger and greater than myself.
Go on here, girl.
And that's what I've been working towards on, you know, in these past few years. You know what I mean?
Preach.
Okay, hold on.
Preach.
Okay, that's great. Okay, was that one of the last questions is what you want to be remembered for, your legacy. But I have this.
Okay.
No, have you ever? This might not even be the same question you think about.
Okay.
Have you ever been like recognized?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Have you ever been recognized on the street like there's some people like, oh, but they really don't want to say nothing to you because that's a forbidden shit? Like,
oh my God!
Excuse me, yo. You know what time it is? And they walk away. Had that ever happen?
No, yes, I did.
Oh.
No, actually, it just recently this happened. This happened about a month ago. I was in Chicago with my husband, and they gave a big benefit for his father. And it was a guy that was there that was taking pictures. He was a cameraman. They had a little, like a red carpet thing or whatever. Right. And so, I'm thinking like I'm coming in as myself. I'm still, with my little afro going on. I'm just being me.
Right.
And he kept taking pictures all through the night.
Of
I was
you?
like by myself over there on the couch. He comes up. He said, he said, excuse me, but are you who I think you are? And I'm like, well, who do you think I am? And it just threw me so, far off because at that time I was trying to be regular. I was trying to be regular. Wifey trying to support, like swear to God I was just trying to be wifey, just trying to support, just being the cutie on the arm, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Taking me back, I'm trying to forget that whole life.
Man, he bust all my shit wide open. I was like, and it threw me so far off. He said, Nyomi Banxxx.
Well, at least he was cool with it though. You know what I mean? He could have got on the podium like, everybody, y'all don't know who him. Stand up, show everybody your booty real quick.
Oh man!
But what? A few years ago, I came back home to Chicago, and remember the house picnic?
Yeah,
so
still happening.
I went to the house picnic one year with my boys, with my girls, and stuff like that. So I had on this big floppy hat. I had on this sundress, and I was just walking to the bathroom. The little Wesley name. So I'm walking there. Everybody saying hey, so I'm just saying hey too. I'm just walking. As I come out, it's like 10 people standing in front of the thing like, oh, Nyomi, yeah, baby, like, and I didn't really think anybody would recognize me because honestly, I didn't know how many freaks was out there.
Nigga, I bet you $20 should come out of that thing right now.
But this thing is, they had to remove me from the house picnic. They had to escort me on out of the rest of the day because folks was coming up to the, to the little, everybody had a little tent. They was coming up to the tent and stuff. Like, hey, can I holler at you for a minute? Can I, such and such? And my friend's like, you got to go.
Wow. You have to actually leave.
That is crazy.
We'll buy you a CD of some house tracks and just go home.
Going to escort you
out for everybody.
How you get escorted out of a house party in the park?
Can't take you nowhere.
That's how it was. They was like, I can't take you, but people that I meet now, they are very respectful. They'll either nod or they'll smile, and I try to keep it going. Just when I'm with my girls,
nod and smile at him. Look, I know who you are.
Mm-hmm. Look here.
Yeah, right. And then I be wanting to say something. Yeah, you little freak, but I can't say it because sometimes I be with my girls, and so I just like, with my baby. So I just, I keep it moving, and I just, smile and just keep going. But and I want to knock on some wood. But so far, everybody that I've met, and it's crazy. Like now, I've been retired for almost 4 years.
Right.
And it's like everybody know me from wherever I go, you know, they smile and look, and even women, you know, so it's, you know, it's like, even though I retired, the movies are always going to be there. Those scenes are going to always be there.
I'm gonna say this,
you
though.
know?
I was getting some tacos and get some tacos in the Valley before I moved back to Chicago. And I was on a date, and I think you were sitting behind me, and you were like conducting business. But I did not want to interrupt you. But I was like, she's sitting right behind me, and I can't say shit to her. It was like, I don't want to mess up her thing, and I don't want this girl to ask me questions on how I know you. But I was like, that's her shit. She going back get another taco and shit. I can just easily get up over there and shit. I'm like, damn. And then you left. I'm like, fuck.
Oh, that is hilarious.
Was it worth it? No. But hey, but at the end of I think she just answered the legacy question. But at the end, when it's all said and done, beyond porn, I know porn is gone, but your other movement, how would you like to be remembered? You know what I mean? What you want people to say about you? Other than just in the industry.
Say that again, Debbie. I'm sorry.
Other than just the industry, when it's all said and done, as far as like you just like, I'm hanging it up, I'm done working, I'm just gonna be a grandma or whatever. What you want people to say about you when your name comes up in a conversation?
She was the shit.
That's something your husband gonna say more than anybody else gonna say.
You know what? It's, you know, I did it my way. You know, I always kept it sexy in everything that I do. You know, and I think in some parts I want to be a trailblazer to, you know, some women. I'm not even talking about just in the adult industry. I'm talking about period.
Right.
Because I am a woman of business, and I have, you know, different businesses that I go into. Right. I just want to let people, you know, I want them to know that nothing never stopped her. You know what I'm saying? She did her, and she did it her way. You know, she never allowed anybody to, you know, put a label on her or put her in a box. And, you know, and we love her for that. We love her courage. We love her love. You know, be the shit. Like I said, I'm going to say it. Shit, be the shit.
You just say it, shit. Hell yeah.
Man.
We all the shit. No. Be the shit, kids.
What you gonna say? Tell the kids to be the shit.
Be the shit, kids. No,
work on your self-esteem, and remember, use the shit.
Yeah. Bunch of shirts. But no, all good. Appreciate it. Oh my God, that's the way to end season 1 on this shit. Q&A, Ronnie Ray, my man Nelson Rockadella,
yes, sir.
Sean Williams, and Nyomi Banxxx. Give it up for her, fellas. Give it up for her.
I love you, darling.
Right, thank you.